We're speaking with James Tworek from Element79 Gold. He's the CEO over there. Certainly being very environmentally friendly and sustainably conscious goes a very, very long way, and more than just say if someone was just kind of putting some just words in a phrase just to say the key words. That certainly I think would go a far way in Peru as well.
Absolutely. And since we completed the acquisition back at the end of June of last year, we've had basically a local community contact communicating and interfacing with the community, which is called the Chachas community, on our behalf to ensure that both we understand some of the basic, we'll call it politely, rules of engagement, and as well as ensuring that as we continue our increasing steps down our development plan, that they're both aware of them happening and they're comfortable with that. In the sense of a good neighbor policy, we want to make sure that we're communicating openly with them and that they're comfortable with what we're doing, because we don't want any problems. Without question, there have been problems with other mines in other regions, or even in this specific departamento called Arequipa, where let's just say some of the larger mines have run into problems because they may not have paid attention to the social aspect. And obviously, we're aiming to conduct all business in a friendly manner and make sure that whether it's their specific, contractual requests and demands are met, in addition to, hiring local talent to help us with developing the mine.
Yeah, and now so you've done your first phase of a blueprint that you set out to do. You listed in August 2021. So you've taken care of that whole kind of first step in that pathway. You've done about 30 million in acquisitions. Is that about right?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. But here's the kicker. It's, I guess, a sore point, but also an opportunity. Is you're like 1/6 of the value after picking up all these assets. So you have all these assets, and you've got some good news. That kind of leads me into the opportunity with you, but also with gold. Like, why should people be looking at gold right now?
Yes, we went very aggressively. Our phase one opportunity was that we knew of the potential of being able to acquire these, high grade past producing gold mine. And there were two of them in the package when we acquired them. We've already divested of one of them effectively by handing that back to the vending party. And that lightens the load in terms of future cash flows, and also increases our focus to be able to really just put our focus and our energy and our money as we raise it into the, I guess we'll say, the highest grade, and putting our corporate best foot forward. Now the aggressive M&A, I call it a tear that we went on effectively from our IPO. We acquired the rights to another property in British Columbia, and then acquired a package of 16 properties that are both Carlin and Battle Mountain adjacent by buying a full package. What we were doing in that, from buying that from Waterton Global Resource Management, we aimed to basically bring ounces in the books. So Maverick Springs, which we consider our flagship, has a 3.71 million ounces of gold equivalent resource in Elko and White Pine County, which is kind of we'll say the best address or zip code to have in the U.S. for gold production. We have great proximity to two existing producing mines, both the Caliber mine, the Caliber Pan mine, as well as the Kinross Bald Mountain mine, which are within 20 odd kilometers of where we are located at Maverick Springs. In addition to Reyna Silver is developing the Medicine Springs project just about 20 kilometers toward north. So let's call it, we're in elephant country, and we're happy to explore and develop that asset further. And that's really what we were aiming for. But it was an all or nothing deal where we got the rest of the Battle Mountain portfolio as part of the negotiating terms. And we have stratified that portfolio. You're going to see very quickly here that some of those assets are finally being sold, and or just increasing the focus inside the company for focus on Maverick Springs and then ultimately Lucero.